Track 1.8 Reading Time 1 Activity 1
The Trick. Musa and Hakan lived next door to each other in a small village. They were good friends, but there was one problem. Money was very important to Hakan, and unfortunately, it was sometimes more important than his friends. One day, Hakan noticed that his horse, Atik, wasn't well. "I think we should sell Atik," he told his wife, Pinar. "He isn't strong and healthy anymore." Pinar was surprised. "Sell a sick horse," she said. "That isn't honest. And who will buy a sick animal anyway?" "Well," said Hakan, "I don't know if Atik is sick, but he used to be stronger. Musa needs to travel to the city soon, and he hasn't got a horse." "But Musa is your friend," said Pinar angrily. "You shouldn't sell an unhealthy horse to anyone, and certainly not to your friend." "But Musa hasn't got enough money to buy a horse," explained Hakan. "I'll give him a very good price for Atik, so I think I'm doing a good thing for my friend." Musa was watering the plants in his garden next door when he heard the last part of the conversation through the open window. "Aha," he thought. "So Hakan is going to try and sell me a sick horse. It's time to teach my friend a lesson." The next day, Musa and Hakan were drinking coffee together when Musa asked, "Do you know anyone who is selling a horse?" "Why do you need a horse?" asked Hakan. "I need to travel to the city soon to see my family," explained Musa. "Well, it's your lucky day. I'm thinking of selling Atik," said Hakan. "He's the strongest and fastest horse in the village. I paid a lot of money for him, but I will sell him to you, my friend, for a very good price." Musa loved his friend like a brother, so he didn't say anything, but he had a plan. "Okay," he said. "Tomorrow I'll come to your house to buy the horse." That evening, while Hakan was having dinner, Musa took a chair and broke it against the kitchen wall. Then he shouted, "Ah! Help!" very loudly and lay down on the floor next to the broken chair. Hakan heard his cries and ran to Musa's house. "Musa! Musa! What's happened?" he shouted, running into the kitchen. "I've had an accident," replied Musa. "I was taking food from a shelf when I fell off the chair. I think I've broken my leg." "You need to go to hospital immediately," said Hakan worriedly. "The nearest hospital is 30 kilometers away," said Musa. "But how lucky we are to have Atik. You can take me there on the strongest and fastest horse in the village. It will only take 3 hours." Hakan knew that this was an emergency and that Atik couldn't carry his friend for 3 hours. It was time to tell Musa the truth. He explained that Atik wasn't strong and healthy anymore and offered to buy Musa the strongest and fastest horse in the whole country to take him to hospital. Musa knew that Hakan was truly sorry. He stood up and showed Hakan that his leg wasn't broken. Hakan understood that Musa had tricked him too. He laughed and laughed, and then he hugged his friend. "I'm so sorry, Musa. You're the best friend in the world, and I will never try to trick you again." Soon after that, Atik got better, and Hakan gave the horse to his friend as a present to show him how truly sorry he was.